Alright, next stereotype.
Yung sa akin is...
Achiever, overachiever.
Or overachiever. Parang
Achiever ba? or
Academically.
overachiever?
academically achiever. So parang a lot of people would ask, kailangan pa talaga cum laude dyan? Or ba na cum laude? Or at least you were like an achiever when you were like a student before. Kasi ang dami din naman makikita natin na late bloomers eh. So, I mean, just to debunk that, marami naman tayong mga batchmates then or we know of some people who did not graduate with Latin honor but made it to achieving. So technically, it's kasi if you write the essay din naman, more often than not, you don't even talk about your
your
student life
academics.
anymore eh. It's about your work
I
already.
have a 4.0 GPA.
Exactly.
Parang wala nang
Hindi
ganun.
naman, oo. It helps lang siguro in university applications, but as far as achieving applications is concerned, it's not really a
Not
necessity,
highlighted.
no?
Oo. Tama.
Napaisip ako
Oo.
doon.
Wala ka ba mga followers?
No, share.
Hindi, kasi when we talk about like educational achievement, yes, hindi naman siya hinihingi sa achieving scholarship, pero you have to be mindful of the university you applied for.
Yeah.
Kasi merong iba na may threshold talaga. And I remember my first choice ay parang, oy! Pumasa naman yung yung parang GPA ko, but I was told that because my university was not a center for excellence or yung within the top ranking
may ganon
universities
nga.
in the world.
Provincial ba?
Yes.
Oo.
May ganon. Tapos
Oo.
school ko, kasi 3 years lang siya, they said, you need a master's degree.
Yeah, same.
I was like, ha?
Saan yan? Dun sa kung saan ka nag-aral.
Hindi. Ibang
Ay, so
school.
one
ibang
of your
school.
options?
One of my options.
Uh-huh.
LSE.
Why nag-name
LSE
drop?
wanted a master's degree from me.
Is it because of your program or talaga required siya across?
I think required across, but may mga exceptions. Like you said, kung if Center of Excellence, mataas yung
Right.
grade mo, may award ka or whatever, di ba?
Right.
Yun. But in general, parang, at least for that course, you need a master's degree.
Ako medyo confident kasi ako sa grades ko. Pero nagulat talaga ako when I received that information kasi I was really excited to study in that university. Tapos yung email, and then I tried to to negotiate pa. Is there
Yeah.
anything I can do? Any requirement I can give you just so you would reconsider my application? Sabi nila parang wala na sila magagawa kasi ito na yung basic requirement. Sabi ko, baka hindi talaga met. Which is, I appreciate naman kasi medyo malayo siya. Pang London talaga ako.
I was telling Jerome a while ago.
Hello, Brunel
I was telling
University.
Jerome kanina, parang, although you are not too far from London, but you're always in Brighton, in London, lahat
And
ng
honestly, mas malapit ako with my most of my fellow Chevening scholars in my batch. Kasi doon ko din parang na-meet pa sila, mas nakilala pa sila. And I think really when you're in your Chevening journey, it's more than your academics.
Right,
You have to
right,
really experience life there,
Holistic.
experience life with your cohort, ganon. So, I'm really happy naman na, dito pala ako ni-redirect ni
Meant to
Lord.
be.
Wow!
That's
Okay.
why very proud siya. She's wearing her.
Yes po. This is our
University of
university merchandise.
Actually, idea talaga nila yan. Na
Oo.
kaya ako
Nagbida-bida po
naka-Westminster.
kami today.
Diba?
Ngayon, ito na po yung host namin, si Sir Nathan po.
So was.
Pink University.
Sa Tagaytay lang yun. I think. Hindi, pero oo nga. Kasi yung Brunel, malayo din yun. Mga 1 hour away from
Yes.
Central London.
Yes,
pero
it is.
lagi kang ang present sa mga ganap niyo.
Imagine if you were in Belfast. Mag-airplane ka pa.
Oo nga, malayo.
Kasi we had one batchmate from Belfast eh. Tapos
Right.
siya kasi, well, yung batch kasi namin close talaga kami.
May issue ba kayo sa batch na?
So parang nag-airplane po talaga siya, makapunta lang ng London.
Nasa London siya, even Brighton.
And Chelsea. Oh, we love
Yes,
Chelsea. Hi,
oo.
Chelsea.
Ang
See? Close din kami sa batch nyo. Charis.
Oh my God! Nasingit mo pa yun.
Pero sobrang layo niya, no? Parang may sarili sila. Kasi pumunta kami doon. So parang, grabe talaga. Parang may sariling, iba rin, mas malamig din. Mas malamig
Iba yung
yung,
environment.
yung weather. So,
Tsaka
not
hindi,
for you.
hindi cheap ang flights. To Belfast, hindi cheap ang flights. Sacrifice talaga
Parang
yan.
cheap lang siya for Chelsea.
Sorry. Pag ako pala yun, napunta doon.
So although in Chevening, academics is not highlighted,
Yeah.
you still have to choose your schools
Wisely.
wisely. Kasi, in the end, what is right for you, di ba? School din very important. Program.
And I think, isa lang that you have to emphasize in the application siguro is you have the capability to, ang tawag doon, to not sustain but yung kakayanin mo yung UK academic rigor in a way. But not necessarily na academically inclined ka na or whatever, academical achiever.
Right,
But you can
right.
prove it in some other ways naman eh. In the work that you do, that you have done a lot of things already and that you could really, kakayanin mo yung rigor ng UK academic because
Yeah.
it's a whole different
Right.
academic system in a way.
Pero tanong ko sa'yo, kasi nahirapan ka ba sa UK academic life? Kasi yun nga yung parang may ganong notion na parang syempre pag sa ibang bansa mas mahirap. Pero to be honest, mas siya, mas mild. Yeah,
Mas manageable.
and mas at least for my program, parang naka-anchored kasi siya on the professional world sa industry. So medyo ang dami namin ginagawang mga ang tawag doon mga practice instead of academic. So in your experience, nahirapan ba kayo or anong aspect yung parang ito pala yun.
Oh, hello.
Top
And
1
then,
na sinasabi ko sa'yo, top 1
no,
program
no.
niya.
I mean, to answer siguro Ari's question, I would say nahirapan in a way na it's a different academic system. So in terms of, ako nahirapan ako in the academic writing because I'm not used to it. I took up MBA in Ateneo, pero I do business writing eh. Pero yung academic writing kasi it's my first exposure to it. The research
Mga
writing of it, the
references,
references.
oo.
So that's where I find it quite challenging in a way. Kasi it's a different ball game for me. So, pero tama si Ari na if you compare it the whole academic system, milder talaga siya as compared to the Philippines. Kasi I would say OA ng academic system natin here na parang assignment ngayon, submit ka bukas. Assignment ngayon, submit bukas. At least there you will be
Every
given
week may
like...
quiz.
Exactly.
So, bumababa yung quality nung sa atin. Nag-suffer yung quality nung sa Pilipinas eh.
No.
Or
kasi ang
parang
hirap
nagiging
na.
memorization game versus learning.
Yes, exactly. So parang doon kasi critical thinking
Critical
ang
thinking.
in-emphasize. You will be given several or 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks to make your essay. So nagagamit mo talaga yung critical thinking. You will read a lot of articles before you'll be able to write
Yeah.
in a way.
yeah.
Tapos I think grateful ako na the whole academic support in the UK is really there. So you could ask just your professor or like the student councils to help you out in your essay or to review your essay. So I think that makes it milder in a way kasi the support system is also very accessible in a way. Yeah.
Yeah.
May gusto ko ba idagdag din? Parang may gusto ka idagdag eh.
Hindi, well, siguro on that point na lang, I think, just to sum it up, I think it's easy to pass,
Yeah.
but it's hard to get like a really high grade, parang distinction.
Uy, distinction.
Hindi, kasi like if to pass, I think you just need to give the basic, the basic requirement or whatever is asked, bare minimum. And pasado na, unlike dito sa Pilipinas, di ba? Sometimes you're putting so much effort tapos pasado lang. But there, if you want to become a distinction, parang you have to add a different, like additional layer. So, yun.
Ako, kung may mahirap sa akin, I think yung 1 year lang siya. Parang sobrang compact talaga siya. Kasi dito, parang ang dami mong time huminga. Although, dahil nga nag-MA din ako dito, hindi ko pa natatapos. Pero feeling ko, hindi siya pro working class or basta pag nagtatrabaho ka na as I'm a working student, hindi siya pang working student, yung mga MA dito UP Diliman, I'm specifically talking about UP Diliman's curriculum, pero doon nga hindi kasi hindi talaga siya friendly for mga working people. Doon kasi
Kahit full-time ka.
pero kasi ang advantage natin is meron kasi tayong scholarship. So I'm also thinking if kung di ba, parang kung nagatrabaho din ako doon, baka hindi rin siya ganun. Kasi nga,
Uy, speaking of work, ito part-timer dito, achiever na, part-timer pa.
grabe ka naman.
Grabe naman yun.
Ako lang to.
Tapos glass skin pa rin. Di ba?
Wala lang love life. Yan lang.
Yun na lang
Mas usapan
kulang.
ng love
Ay, hindi
life.
ka nakahanap.
It's a different story.
Gym pa siya.
Exactly.
Oh, may
Correct.
abs
Nakakapag-travel pa to kung saan-saan. Grabe naman. Sobrang perfect mo naman, Mi. Wah! Taray.
Charis.
I was thinking din about my experience. Si Jerome kasi had a class na parang every day in a week. Ako naman, I only had 5 modules for the whole year. And hala, to
Hindi, nagulat ako eh.
Like,
Five
kaya
modules
ba?
for the entire
Kaya
year.
ba? Ilan modules niya for the entire year?
8.
8, 9. Ikaw?
9.
Okay, so mine was just 5. Imagine mo yun. And divided into like the 3 terms. So 2 modules lang for first term, 2 modules for second term, and then 1 module which is my dissertation for third term. Tapos yung mga classes ko pa is once a week lang. So both of my modules are on the same day. So I had so much time for the rest of the week. Although akala ko nga parang keri-keri, ganito pala yun. Parang relax lang pala. Hindi pala siya relax. Hindi siya relax. Ang daming readings na kailangan gawin. But for me, what I really struggled was not necessarily their education system, but the culture that our education system put us into and the habits that we built throughout the years. If you get what I mean. Wow, drama OA! Hindi kasi pinag-uusapan namin to. And honestly, I'm very grade conscious. So, yung sa mga sinasabi nating overachiever, parang poster child din ako noon na I always, hindi naman always, pero there was a point in my life na I find value in myself pag matataas yung grades ko. So, nadala ko yon sa UK. I'm very grade conscious na parang, bakit ganito lang yung score ko, ganito, ganyan. And I feel like it's because our education system made us compete na talagang dapat para maging maging valued student ka, dapat magaganda grades mo, dapat top 1 ka, if not top 2. Basta nasa taas ka and that you will graduate with flying colors, ganyan. Yung expectation din sa atin.
Award.
May awards, ganun. Yung parang, it takes away the joy in learning. And yun yung sabi ko na, ang hirap i-unlearn siya, especially when you've been in that system, your 16 years, 17 years of your life, nandun ka, and ang hirap niyang i-unlearn nung pagdating mo dun, pinasok ka ulit sa ganung sistema. Although, medyo may support nga. Maganda kasi they give you time to work on your paper. Advance pa lang, pagbigay sa'yo ng coursework mo, alam mo na ano yung deadlines, ano yung expectation sa'yo. Pero, yung brains namin, nag-work mga 3 days before the deadline. And that's because, ako lang naman to,
That's how we were trained.
that's how we were trained. Our assignments, ang deadline nila ay the following day. So, kailangan yung brain natin ay nag-work siya pag malapit na yung
Malapit
deadline.
na,
Kailangan
crammer
nagpro-procrastinate,
mentality.
crammer tayo, ganyan. And honestly, I blame the system.
DepEd.
Shout out to DepEd.
Well, kasi nga, parang hindi nakikita na kailangan yung quality learning doesn't only come from like the teachers or the what they are teaching the students. It also comes with the whole environment. What kind of culture are you building within the classroom? What kind of expectations are we setting sa mga estudyante natin? Kaya 'di ba sa kanila is it's so easy for them to like think critically. Because they are encouraged, in the UK, they are encouraged to do so, to question your professors, to question what you are learning, to add to what you are hearing, to what you are learning, ganyan. So, talagang quite liberal, kumbaga, yung ganun na environment sa kanila. Pero sa atin kasi talagang, sa classroom, what you are taught, eto yung tama, there is a right and wrong answer. So, yun lang naman yung parang nahirapan ako pagdating sa UK kasi meron akong nabit-bit from my years in the Philippine education system na hindi naman sa hindi nagwo-work pero adds more pressure to the postgraduate studies, ganon.
So, nagtanong ka ba na parang, may ano ka ba? May time ka ba na parang, bakit ito lang yung grade ko?
Meron. Oo, kasi para sa akin, ang grade ko dapat walang bababa ng 70.
Walang bababa na 70.
Pero kasi 70 yung A nila,
Yeah,
di ba?
yeah,
Yun yung
yeah.
distinction nila, di ba?
Parang, ang ano ko nga dyan, parang kapag tinitingnan ko siya, yung 80, yun yung 100. Plus 20 lagi yan. So, kung naka 68 ka, ibig sabihin, 88 yun. Para basta ganun. Kasi ganun ko siya.
Oo, dapat at least sa atin kasi 'di ba? I don't know with you pero when I was growing up kailangan line of 9.
Yes, kasi science class
Yun.
ako.
Ay, hindi naman ako nag-science class, pero
Oo, I mean, ganun talaga rin yung
Oo,
design
may
sa atin.
ganun.
Especially if honor student ka.
may ganun. And I don't want to blame myself, so I blame the system.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, ganun talaga.
Yung-
Joke lang, joke
Joke
lang.
lang, problem.
Joke lang po.
Lahat ng sekretary ng...
Uy! Grabe ka! Hindi, pero reality, I'm sure it's a case-to-case basis, pero sa akin kasi yun yung naging impact sa akin. So,
And hindi ka
nahirapan ako.
nag-iisa. So, hindi ka nag-iisa.
Oh, pero may grade ako na parang, hindi naman siya ganun kababa. 68, I had 68, pero parang, ang bobo-bobo ko. Ganun na yung mga words ko na sinasabi sa sarili ko.
And how did you overcome it?
Walang overcome.
Next. Thank you, next.
Bawi na lang sa next.
Bawi na lang sa next.
Akala ko naman may natutunan ka.
Hindi.
Ano?
Ala, anxiety. Grabe yung
talaga?
anxiety ko. Oo.
Until you graduated. Ngayon ba feeling mo nagbago ka na? Like,
Hindi, kasi nakuha ko na yung grade na gusto ko eh.
I mean, the overall grade.
Yung overall, in the end, it
wala
worked
siyang,
out.
oo.
But all throughout that time, I was really having bad anxiety. Na talagang, the way I write, iiyak-iyak na ako sa sarili kong corner sa kwarto, ganyan. Kasi nga, I'm panicking in my head na kailangan kong bawiin yung 2 points sa previous module ko. Totoo naman to. Kala mo hindi nakarelate eh. Pero,
Okay.
kailangan kong bawiin kasi nga, dapat 70, dapat distinction. I need to graduate with distinction. I remember talking with my personal tutor at the beginning of the first term. Sabi ko talaga sa kanya, I want to graduate with distinction.
Yes.
Gumanon ako, pero akala mo talaga makakatulong siya. Makakatulong naman, pero it's gonna be your own work, di ba?
Yeah.
So, yun din yung sinusulat ko. So, in a way kasi, it added more pressure sa akin. Kaya nasabi ko na, bakit nga? Wala. Ito yung sa mga close friends naman namin sa Achieving, we always remind ourselves na wala na tayong kailangang patunayan. Wala tayong kailangan patunayan. Let's just enjoy being here. Ganyan. So, travel, ganito, ganyan. Although I did naman.
Yeah.
But at the back of my head talaga, I was still very grade conscious.
okay, gets.
So, yun yung sobrang hirap. And I'm so, I'm so proud and inspired of people who are not conscious of their grades.
Yeah, parang
'Cause
sa
it
batch
takes
namin,
a lot.
Hindi masyado. Ako, personally, grade conscious.
Conscious tayo, but parang there was a point na wala
Bahala na.
So, parang bahala na.
Hindi ako grade conscious. Siguro nung una lang, nung first term. Kasi nga, dahil honor student din ako nung college.
Right,
tapos,
right.
maganda rin naman yung grades ko sa isa ko pang MA dito. Pero nung ang dami kasing pinapagawa eh. Tapos
Right.
ang dami kong module, ang dami ko ring assessments per term. Parang sila isa-isa lang per module. Ako parang tatlo.
Oh my
per, per module. So
tumbling.
parang ako, gagawin ko yung best ko, pero kung ano man yung grade na ibigay nila, it's up to them. Kasi gusto kong mag-enjoy. I really wanted to enjoy.
And also, di ba, because it was the first program, parang first year of your program, they were very strict sa grade.
Yeah, oo. Parang,
Parang walang distinction.
parang walang distinction sa amin.
Ayaw nila.
And,
keep it siguro.
yeah, and talaga, parang wala sa amin yung nag-shine na isa lang siya. Wala talagang ganon. Like, sama-sama tayo dito, guys. Parang ganon. And meron din akong classmate na sobrang grade conscious because she was so young. Like, newly grad, 22. And parang pag nakikita ko siya, parang sabi ko, I don't want to be that kind of person.
Right.
I parang ganyan kasi ako eh. Parang
Dati,
ganyan ako dati. Parang, but right now, like, I'm here in London for just a year. I want to enjoy, I want to learn, and to grab every opportunity na meron ako. And not just academically, but, practical-wise, or mag-enjoy, makilala yung mga tao, blah, blah. So, nakikita ko siya talaga parang, sa class talagang, bakit magdereklamo talaga siya, tapos talagang tatabihan niya yung lecturer, tatabihan niya talaga, lalayo talaga siya sa amin, doon talaga siya nakatabi, kasi nga, gusto niyang mag-number 1 at mag-distinction at gusto niyang,
Pero wala, no? Walang distinction sa...
I don't think so, wala, kasi malalaman namin yun eh, pero wala talaga, wala siya yung parang I graduated, walang ganon. So, parang we were just encouraged to, you know what, guys, apply for funding. That's, yun yung best gift for, yun yung matututunan nyo dito.
Yeah, actually.
It's not, graduating with distinction. So, pero gets kita, kasi nga, pero feeling ko, yun, nakita ko agad yung ayokong maging ganyan ako. Yeah.
Ako naman, parang to Carol's point, minsan kasi naging grade conscious tayo na minsan not for ourselves, but for the people that we get to inspire because we graduate.
Especially Shivner ka.
If Shivner ka. So parang siguro we think of like there are people who look at us or who look up to us. Tapos parang if I just be this, baka I won't inspire them as much as I have inspired them
May ganun
before.
din,
May ganung
Very
perspective
ano,
minsan eh. Oo.
Conscious about
Yeah.
other people's opinion.
Pero na-enjoy mo naman yung learning.
Na-enjoy ko. To be honest, that's why I'm also very much aware of where my brain is at. Kaya ako, for me, it's very important din na nire-recognize natin na, ito yung struggle natin, this is how we think, this is what we need to change, ganyan. So, whenever we talk din, I always say that I'm grateful na I got into Chevening at this age. Kasi feeling ko if I did it
If you were
any
younger,
younger,
yeah.
I wouldn't enjoy it as much kasi magiging conscious ako, magbababad ako sa academics, baka hindi na ako makipag-friends, hindi na ako gagala-gala kasi 1 hour away ako from Central London. So may mga ganong aspect to it. So it's an everyday process na kailangan conscious ka about your headspace, ganon.
Right.
And siguro to add to that also, kasi minsan it's a case-to-case basis nga din. Parang the achieving journey kasi is a personal checkpoint mo din eh. So minsan for some of us it could still be a point where you are proving academically, and for some of us it's just really a rest for many of us. Na parang break ko to from career, and so when I'm in the UK, I just want to enjoy or build network or like travel around.
Target market mo yun.
Parang ganon. So parang, to me, it's a personal checkpoint also. What it is that I would like to prioritize in my achieving journey. Is it academics? It could be both academics and
Right,
networking.
right.
So, yun. In my case, parang it's more of like really building friendship and network and also to travel around. I mean, if I'm going to be
You
honest.
started with
I
the
mean,
safe muna,
to-
di ba?
to be-
Network,
Ano talaga yun?
friendship,
I
tapos
mean,
travel.
To be candid about it. I mean, nandun ka na eh. Todo mo na siguro. Kasi it's cheaper when you're there as compared to traveling when you're from
True,
here.
true,
I mean,
true.
reality, yeah.
So, on that note,
Ako, dahil okay naman na lahat siguro, may gusto pa ba kayo idagdag? Kasi gusto kong tanungin kayo ngayon, yung adjustment nyo. Siyempre, kakabalik nyo lang, di ba?
Oh my God.
Siguro yun. Kasi meron pa siya, no? Hindi pa nasasagot yun.
so,
Na-explore.
so I think
Yung
the
strong
last stereotype,
advocate.
like you're a strong advocate, which is true, I think, in general, di ba? Like, so, I think, it's a stereotype for a reason, di ba? Government, because 50% usually of the batch is government. May mga boss talaga sa Chevening, di ba? Achiever, grade conscious, di ba? As we shared, yes, academically inclined, usually, the Cheveners. And then, the last stereotype, di ba, on advocacy, it's all true. But, that is not parang the rule, no?
Yeah.
That's not the standard. Like, to be a Chevener, you can be in any industry. You can not be a boss. You can be a non-academically inclined person. Or you can be someone who, is just starting out with their advocacy.
Yeah.
Not necessarily yung super passionate na 10 years in the industry na yun lang yung alam niya, di ba? So yun. I don't know. Do we want to continue on that stereotype about
No, I think you encapsulated it well. Wow!
Thank you for synthesizing it.
Galing naman
Hindi,
ni
but
Nathan.
kasi we've been touching on it over and over and over again, di ba? So, yun.
So ngayon, yun nga, next naman, ang topic, gusto ko lang yun malaman talaga kung paano kayo nag-adjust nung pagbalik nyo, naka-adjust na ba kayo? Because
Ooh.
how many months has it been na ba?
Kayo na nauna sa amin, how long did it take for you to adjust? Back to us.
Eto naman. Baka pwedeng sabihin.
Ay, oo.
Take over, no one else.
Oo. Crossover lang sana yun eh.
Baka gusto mong sumagot muna bago ka mag-tanong.
Mauna kayo, syempre.
Sumagot ka muna.
Sasagutin ba namin muna? Sige, si Jerome.
Baka kasi may...
Sabay kami ng flight. October, first week of October. So we've been here for like a little over 2 months, I would say. Ang hirap. Yeah, I would say hindi pa. Kasi, yeah, parang there were days na we feel like we just woke up from a dream. Kasi parang minsan din namin, na-realize na namin, nasa EDSA na pala kami. Looking at all these billboards and all the red lights. So, to answer the question, hindi pa kami nakaka-adjust. We're trying to reintegrate our rhythm here, find our rhythm into doing workouts or doing our advocacy and everything. But hindi pa talaga. Medyo hirap pa kami in those parts. And so we'd like to ask nga some of the alumni as well how they're able to cope up and adjust.
And that some are you.
Yeah, ikaw naman. Ikaw din.
Oh, ako ba? Yun din yung same sentiment, like yung pagbalik natin, actually, pagpunta natin doon, para everything happened so fast and we needed some time to adjust din in the UK. Pero kung kailan ka naka-adjust, doon ka din naman papauwiin. So parang another set of adjustments pag uwi mo dito. Kaya it feels like, para kami, well, for me, para ako na-whiplash, na parang, woo, okay, balik na ulit. Kung sa kanya, dream, ako parang, wow, nagising na sa sa reality na okay, we're back here in the Philippines, ganito ganyan and that. I wasn't really sentimental about it, but I had friends na they cried over it. And may mga days din na parang medyo nalulungkot na ito pala tayo ulit, ganito ganyan. Like last year during this time nasa ibang country to sila. And during ako naman, I was still in my university, parang ganun, malulook back mo yung kung nasaan ka a year before. Because it's really just fresh for us pa.
Yeah.
That's why we're really interested about ano yung perspective ninyo. But meron din akong tatanungin later after niya sagutin.
Takeover.
Sa
As a takeover, hindi naman. Pero parang kakabit lang kasi ng mga realizations natin.
Tapos ikaw yung nasa labas, ikaw yung, ano po yung masasabi niyo? Ikaw yung ganong host.
Ako yung
Charot.
interviewer, mga ganon. Sige, kayo.
Ikaw muna.
Sige. I think for me kasi, direct answer to the question, how long did it take for me to adjust when I came back? I came back kasi in December na. So parang tuloy-tuloy na Christmas, New Year. So parang I didn't have time to think about it. And then by February I had a job na din. So yun, I didn't have time to think about it. But retroactively, looking back, I think my adjustment came before I left kasi. So as I mentioned, when the lease of our flat was expiring, mga 2 weeks before that, parang doon na ako parang my entire parang not just senti but like started adjusting na, it's time to go home. And I think that's where my adjustment came. And then after that, kasi I stayed a month or parang 2 more months in the UK, but travel lang and wala na. So by the time I came back to the Philippines, I was ready already. So but of course, there's traffic dito sa UK, walang traffic, parang pwede mag-commute. May mga ganun, but in terms of adjustment emotionally, nag-adjust na ako sa UK.
Wow. Ang
Oo,
strong.
prepared na ako.
Strong naman.
Strong dito, pero sa UK. nasa room lang ako, Jo. Nasa couch lang, Jo. Ikaw, Eri.
Ako, it took me months. And, process siya for me. I think, meron din akong ginawang hindi maganda. Kasi nga, pagbalik ko, December 1 ako nakauwi. And then, Feb, umalis ako ulit. I took a project kasi outside of the country. Ano lang yun, 5 weeks lang siya. But it stopped my process, alam mo yun. Parang, kasi in-uproot ko yung sarili ko eh. And then, pagbalik ko, parang lutang lang ako. And then, Feb, in-uproot ko na naman na parang hindi pa nga ako nakakabalik. So, I think yun hindi siya pala advisable. Ha? Kasi parang, hindi pala siya advisable.
Adjustment period.
Especially for someone like me na ang trabaho ko rin kasi, syempre, I'm a feelings kind of person eh. I am, INFJ. Wow. So, medyo inclined, rin ako, mas ako sa emotions ko. So, parang, yung December, yun nga, parang syempre, with family. And for someone who's in the industry din, yung industry namin na parang, ako kasi, yun nga, may sarili akong production team, but hindi ako gaya ng iba na parang nag-leave lang, tapos may babalikan ako. Wala akong ganun. Parang in a way, wala ako talagang project. So, I felt like I had to start at 1 again or at 0, ganun. So, So parang nahirapan ako. Kaya nung nagkaroon ako ng ganung project, kukunin ko siya. Siyempre, di ba, for practical reasons. But didn't really help me reintegrate emotionally and also mentally. So pagbalik ko, doon pa rin ako nag-start, which is like March na, ganyan. So, but yung kunyari, adjust, for example, sa weather nahirapan ako kasi ang init talaga. Nagigising ako at 7 a.m. because sobrang init. And then, but I really tried to reintegrate as much as possible. Like, for example, magko-commute talaga ako. Like, sige, mag-MRT ako, magbabas ako from Cavite to Manila para lang masabi ko na, you know, I'm here, I'm back, and hindi ako para sabihin na sa London ganito, although you tend to
So parang
compare.
may active action.
Yes,
like,
yes.
active action to
Yes.
get back into your rhythm.
Yes, yeah. You really tend to compare din kasi, di ba, especially transportation, weather and all. But yeah, it was a conscious decision for me to like, okay, lalabas ako, I'm going to expose myself to old and new people dito sa Pilipinas. So nag-gym ako, kumuha ako ng, alam mo yun, yung parang sumali ako sa running club, yung mga ganun para lang may bagong tao na parang, guys, wala na ako sa London. Nasa Manila
Ayan,
na ako.
scholar tips, don't
Yun.
stay at home.
Lumabas kayo.
Lumabas
Totoo
kayo.
yun. Because it's really, mental torture siya for me pag nandun lang ako sa bahay. Special, totoo naman yung mga mental struggles, of course. So, yun. And I would often struggle. Up until now. So, kailangan, yan, ito, kahit na, di ba sabi mo nga kanina, parang, grabe, babiyahe talaga siya para lang dito. Because this is part of my processing din. And to, I don't know, maybe pay it forward. Like kayo, syempre ngayon nag-process pa rin kayo. And maybe this is also one way for you to process what you've experienced and what you're experiencing right now. So yun yung sa akin.
Weird lang pala sa akin kasi I forgot to mention, yung dissertation ko, extended. So, umuwi na kami ng Pilipinas. May deadline pa ako.
Wow, really?
Yes. Kasi nga, my brain was not braining during that time. So, nagpa-extend ako. And also, I had like personal mga struggles. Wow! Pero may pinagdadaanan talaga ako during that time. So, I had to request for an extension. They gave me a month extension. Kasi I was really hoping na makauwi ako without any baggage. Pero hindi kaya. So, umuwi kami ng October. Yung deadline ko is parang end of that month. Tapos, nung palapit na yung end of that month, hindi ko pa rin kaya. So, I had to request for another extension. So, alam mo yun, yung parang,
Dalawa yung extensions.
oo,
Wow.
I had to learn to reintegrate myself back to the Philippines. I'm also working during that time. Tapos may dissertation
Academics,
pa ako
oo.
na ginagawa. So, kaya siguro whiplash yung experience for me. And then, even until now, parang hindi ko pa masyadong napipace yung sarili ko that even my manager told me, Carol, for the past weeks, parang may pinagdadaanan ka nga. Gumagano siya sa hindi niya lang sinabi daw. Pero I think, thinking about it, yun yung reason. Kasi nga, nahirapan pa ako to find my rhythm. Wow. My rhythm for the past few weeks. Now, magtatanong na ba ako doon sa ako?
Sige, go.
Gusto ba
Sige,
kayo
sige.
idagdag?
Hindi, go. Okay lang.
Ito kasi, going back to the misconception, I don't know. Alo, na pa! Hindi, going back to the misconception, I forgot to mention this one. Pero, hindi ko alam if na-experience ito, pero before ako umalis ng UK, may nagsabi sa akin, Carol, sana hindi ka magbago pagbalik mo. Bago ako umalis ng UK, when I
Yeah,
got
I've
into the
heard that as
scholarship,
well.
may nagsabi ba sa inyo na sana hindi ka magbago? Wala.
I think si Lian, parang ano ba yung sinabi ni Lian nun? Parang, I hope, parang London or UK. Ganun ba? Parang hindi, parang sabi niya, I hope London doesn't change you.
Doesn't change you.
I think
Doesn't change
reverse. I think it was more of parang foreshadowing, it will change you.
Yeah.
Instead of,
In
I
what
hope you don't change, it was more of, you will change.
Pero anong context nun? Like, parang hindi ka
Oo.
magbago in what way?
Parang
Ano yung
yabang
gusto
or
niya?
like negative.
Yun din, that's a very good question. Like, when we talk about change, it doesn't have to be negative, right? Pero kasi, yung pagkakasabi sa akin is parang siguro yung experience niya with other Chevening scholars is that medyo may certain air that came
Medyo
with...
negative.
Oo,
yung,
na pagbalik
connotation.
nila, parang nag-iba, ganon.
Sabi niya, hindi siya shame.
Hindi siya Chievner. Tapos, ang sabi niya pa, ang dami din kasi na Chevening scholars umaalis ng Pilipinas after, 'di ba? After like, 'di ba may parang 2 years tayo na we have to stay ganyan. Tapos some people decide to grab opportunities outside the country, ganyan. So parang napaisip lang din ako, sabi ko, di naman siguro ako magbabago, pero actually, the experience really does change you. Whether that's good or bad would depend on you. Pero sa tingin ninyo, with that kind of, is it a misconception? Is it usually negative pag nagsabi sa inyo na, sana hindi magbago?
Parang wala akong...
Wala kang ganun experience. Ikaw?
experience.
Not in a negative way.
Not in a
Yes.
negative.
Yeah.
Actually, walang ganun. Kasi kahit yung kay Rian, I think positive din
Right.
naman yun
Yeah.
And I think kasi kapag din may filmmaker or someone from the media na nagkaroon ng ganitong klase ng opportunity, everyone was just supportive. Parang, okay, galingan mo. It's for us. Parang it's for the whole industry naman.
Right.
Kahit paano may matutulong yan. Parang ganun. So, yung wala akong... Baka nga sa mga pamilya pa yan manggaling eh. Naku, nakapag-London na siya. Naku, nakapag-UK na yan. Mayabang.
Joke lang eh. Yung mga, porket nag-UK ka, parang, mainit na, ang nag-aircon ka.
Joke lang namin yun ng isang best friend ko na parang sabi ko kasi sobrang init talaga. Sabi niya, nice Londoner na siya. But parang walang ganong talagang serious context na.
Right.
Na I hope it doesn't change you ng ganon.
walang
Huwag kang
malice.
maging mayabang. Parang wala rin ako sigurong nakausap pa na ang sama ng tingin sa mga Cheveners. Or, hindi ako sure baka lang, nasa sariling... Oo. Yung mga mas nakakausap ko na non-Cheveners, mas gusto nila, na-inspire sila na mag-apply.
Right.
And then, yung parang yung iba, i-intimidate lang na baka parang naiiwan na sila. Ganon. Kasi, syempre kung...
Big time ka na.
Oo, ganon. Oo. Pero, wala na hindi naman totoo. Kasi, hindi naman totoo. Nag-aral lang
just
kami
me.
na. Hindi naman totoo.
Pero kami din, I think admittedly, there were times na we consciously bite our tongue in terms of sharing na ang init dito, especially to those people na non-Cheveners, I would say. Kasi parang yun nga, the impression you are giving to them is kind of negative na parang naka-London ka lang, ganyan ka na ha. So, maraming beses siguro, I would say, among our batchmates also na sinasabi namin na hindi na lang namin binibigkas kahit nasa dulo na ng bibig namin. Kasi yun nga, parang it would have a negative impression to those people na we've been to before. Yeah.
You'd have to think about how people will receive, kumbaga, yung mga sasabihin mo. And I also think na yung change kasi in our perspective because we've been exposed to like a different kind of a convenience, different kind of environment, experience, ganyan. It made us see what things can be done better within our work, within our industries, within our governments even. So parang dun mo marirealize na ang dami palang pwede pang i-improve on. So, with that kind of perspective, yun yung nabibit-bit mo na pag nagsasalita ka siguro, inisip mo, dapat, some people might perceive it na, bakit mo yan sinasabi? Ganito naman na yung sistema natin, ganyan. Pero, it's also how you say it din siguro. But, because of what we have experienced nga, may mga mas napapansin na tayo that other people have normalized because that's their day-to-day. And hindi naman natin dinidisregard or parang inaano na lang na, hindi nyo kasi na-experience, ganito, ganyan. Pero it's really about how we can help our society to be better na, oo nga, may ganito kaming experience, pero sana makita ninyo na pag nangyari din kasi to sa Pilipinas, makakatulong din sa inyo. Parang ganun lang ata na awareness kasi. Yun yung parang nagpadagdag ng perspective sa atin when it comes to our experiences here. Like, sa MRT nga, di ba, sometimes it can be inconvenient and you would think, kung ano pa lang to, yung traffic sa EDSA, saan ako napunta, baka naka-Liverpool na ako with 6 hours or 4 hours na stuck ka in traffic. So all these little things lang we wish na we can have better things when we're in the Philippines, ganyan.
So, binalikan ka ba nung friend mo na yan na nagbago ka na pala? Nagbago ka na?
Hindi naman. Parang,
Hindi na
sabi
kayo
niya nga
nag-usap.
sa akin, parang bumalik ka lang. Umalis ka lang at bumalik. Ganon.
Iba-iba rin. Depende rin siguro sa pagtanggap ng tao. Depende rin sa background nila. Because I have colleagues na nagsabi sa akin na parang wala ka namang pinagbago. Parang
Yun nga.
bumalik ka lang.
Yeah.
But also meron din yung kunyari parang ano ko kasi nabitawan ko na parang ang init na init ako. Tapos parang ito naman, akala mo naman na...
Nakapag-London ka
Oo,
lang,
parang
ganon.
Ako, Be, kasi sorry, pero mainit. So, parang I think it's also a matter of choosing the people you're gonna talk to about it.
effort.
Who can you open up to,
Yeah.
diba? To what extent?
Kaya siguro din within our cohorts, nagkikita-kita tayo every now and then. Pag nakikita din kami, like, we think back about yung experience
all
natin,
out
ganun.
kami.
Oo. Kasi we know na these are people who can relate to what
Pero
we are
sa
talking
workplace,
about.
medyo toned down na, no?
Medyo conscious lang naman na baka some people might take it the wrong way or in a different way yung mga sasabihin mo. So, you have to be mindful. Pero we can't, din kasi, anong tawag niyan? Para hindi din natin pwedeng sabihin na it doesn't exist. Yung ganong klaseng stereotype na may mga achieving scholars na
Ganun talaga yung mga, natotoo naman sila. Meron silang pinanggagalingan.
Oo.
And hindi lang to sa mga shifting scholars. I think sa other scholars na nakapag-aral abroad or yung mga
Nagtrabaho
nagtrabaho
abroad, yeah.
Oo, kasi maraming ganyan sa mga OFWs, no, na parang may ganun nga sila na yumayabang kapag nakapagtrabaho abroad. Pero sa mga Shivners, personally sa batch natin, parang wala namang ganun, no?
Parang wala. Parang wala din sa amin. Wow! Pero mas maano mo talaga yung mga kwentuhan. Parang, we're really talking more of like systemic problems. Wow, ganun na-realize namin na, oo nga, no? Bakit kasi ganito yung sistema natin? Ganyan, in terms of the academe, in terms of like, transportation, whatever, like happens in the society, ganun. At dahil dyan, Nathan, baka gusto mo naman i-encapsulate.
On that note, wala. Hindi, okay na eh.
On that note, siguro, kung magiging scholar ka abroad, I think ihanda mo lang yung sarili mo sa mga changes. Yeah. Kasi there are good and also bad changes. And hindi lang siya like sa environment, but also on your like intrapersonal. Alam mo yun? Yung changes within. Ayun lang naman. Oo. On that note, maraming salamat for guesting. Uy, thank you talaga.
Thank you for making our dreams come true.
Nakakainis.
Uy, pangarap niya talaga.
No, I'm a huge fan, Miss Ari. It's an honor to sit beside the emerging film director of the Philippines.
Makakainis tong mga to. Thank you talaga kasi kayo ang, busy na kasi yung batchmates namin, din na kami